boys and girls. Today we're going to talk about flowers. Can you tell I have my flower dress on? I have a flower in my hair. They're not real flowers, but sometimes we use flowers that aren't real, like these, to decorate our house. Sometimes they're used for a centerpiece in a table when we're having a party, and they last a long, long time. Sometimes we have little flower ornaments like these little girls here. And you see those? They have little flower faces. We also have flowers that are made out of ceramics or clay, and then they're fired to make pretty flowers. All these flowers are nice and they last a long time, but the best kind of flowers are real flowers. Here are some real flowers. I had a whole lot more, but a lot of them died. That's the trouble with real flowers. They don't last so long, but they're so beautiful when they're new, and they smell pretty. They have really pretty leaves. They're all very delicate, but because they're delicate, they don't last very long. But flowers have a reason, and today we're going to find out what flowers are really for. Reason for a flower. Birds and bees, and these, which are butterflies, and these sip nectar from flowers. Here we have moths and a bat. And they search for more and more pollen from the flowers before they go to the next one they explore. When some pollen travels in the breeze without the help of birds or bees, and very often makes you sneeze. Achoo! Pollen grains must travel and stay a little while, and then you'll see the reason for a flower. For each flower, even weeds, and the reason for a flower is to manufacture seeds. Seeds that have a cover of one kind or another. Some grow inside a juicy fruit, and it's not odd to find them growing in a pod. Here you have the watermelon, the pea, the bean, the avocado, the tomato, the pepper, the pomegranate, the apple, the grapefruit, which has lots of tiny seeds, the acorn, and the largest seed of all, the coconut. Seeds travel far and wide. Some even like to hitch a ride upon a bike or on a shoe, and squirrels hide them like acorns and forget they do. Some have burrs that stick to fur and travel at a gallop. Seeds can settle anywhere they find water, sun, and air, and then grow roots and stems and leaves. Some of the roots we eat, like the carrot, the leek, the beet, and the radish. And some of them we eat things that grow above the ground. Some seeds grow up to be big trees. And these grow where it's very dry. The cactus grows a pretty flower, but probably only once a year. And these grow where it's wet, the water lilies. And these may not look like flowers, but they're the most important yet. Rice and barley and corn and wheat are cereals we need to eat, and millet and bamboo are treats for animals who don't like meat, like the horse, the cow, the sheep, the pig, the koala, the squirrel, the rabbit, the rhinoceros, the hippopotamus, and the deer, and the camel, and the monkey, and the llama, and the kangaroo, and the elephant, and the giraffe, and the zebra, and many, many birds eat seeds. Would you believe these plants can eat meat? They are very unusual. A plant that eats meat allures insects, and they drop down into the bottom of the plant where there's some sticky stuff, and there they are eaten by the plant. These plants are called carnivorous. That means they eat meat. And some of them, if the insect lands on the plant, then it slowly covers the insect with these little spikes. And the same goes for this type of plant. The insect gets covered and eaten. The largest flower ever found grows in the jungle near the ground, a parasite clinging tight to the roots of trees that feed it. It's 3 feet wide, or maybe 4. It weighs 15 pounds and sometimes more, and has a nasty odor. Pew! Rafflesia is its name. But here's a flower that owes its fame to smelling very sweet. The scientists agreed that magnolias seem to come from a prehistoric family. That means they were around when the dinosaurs were around. All flowers are called angiosperms. That's an ancient Greek term. Here are just a few products made from them for you. All flowers are angiosperms. Remember that. Paper, wood, candy, straw, coffee, tea, popcorn, chocolate, bread, pasta, cotton, rope, rubber, perfume, cork, and medicine all come from flowers. Plants that have no flowers are fascinating too, like the mushroom. This is how a flower is formed on a plum tree. You see the plum blossom, it loses its petals, and the stem forms a plum, small at first until it grows into a full-size fruit, and a plum grows on a tree. So now you know that flowers are very important. Goodbye, boys and girls. See you next time. And look for those flowers when you're walking outside with your parents. Goodbye.